we're gonna talk about.
You should start an Onlyfans, and we can just make like sex noise compilations.
I support you so much. I want a mastering OnlyFans so bad.
Listen, my content might not be like a very like it's
like
not
your
be,
dick in a tube. Like
yeah, like I can do like OnlyFans for like people who are not interested, because like everyone wants to see like the models get naked. I'm gonna do the underground culture. OnlyFans. I mean, so far I've done like three or
the
four.
ugly hoes getting naked.
Yeah, like.
But that's a
ugly
market. I know
hoes.
so many ugly hoes getting naked on OnlyFans. They're getting bank, bitch. They're getting bank.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for free, like quite consistently lately. You've seen a lot of different material, like
but you do it with style and poise. Like the amount of effort you put in. Like I've seen much less effort put in by OnlyFans faggots than you put in your presentation.
Yeah, because OnlyFans is too like. It's too basic. I've heard of it for the first time this year, and it's still in my head. It's like a basic outlet. I don't know.
Depends.
I would say it's very much like porn. Like it's not. I don't think it's really broken into like the art.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean, Cardi has one. Cardi has but she's like.
Are we considering that
art?
Yeah. I mean, a high art OnlyFans. Like I love the aesthetic of like slutty lewd photography and then like essay.
Okay, I never read the essay. I usually come and leave.
It's like,
but I like the intention of it. It's a turn on that it's like mildly academic.
I fully agree. I have the same thing. Like I'll respect that 10 times more. I still will probably not read it unless you like come and then you're like, I have some time now.
The problem is that that's always
like another level of depression for me.
Yeah. Do you have like big like come down from the cum?
If I come and then I'm like sticky wet and I'm like, okay, now I'm reading an essay.
Yeah.
Like that's a really intense state of mind.
Those straight boys.
Straighties.
Walking by the window.
Guys.
We
should really just ban straight people from walking.
Guys.
Straight genocide now.
Guys, we're here. We're gay. You're back on the Lazy Eye podcast.
Let's start with a haiku. Do a haiku.
I can't. It's too much math.
Lazy Eye podcast.
Beautiful.
We are gay, lazy. Lazy eye pod gay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Wait. We should do a Lazy Eye podcast that's just slam poetry edition.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Are you guys into like watching slam poetry? I love the theatrics.
Only
of it.
if there's like shitty hand drums involved.
Only
like that's my shit when it's just like America. I am black woman. What America has done to me, black woman.
I love when they like change their
to all the black women though. I respect your art forms.
It's iconic. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I love when they go super hard on the like they go from like really soft poetry to then like being very animus.
Yeah.
And then, like, back to being really soft. And they're literally just talking about like I don't know, like politics. Like they always talk about politics.
Not even sometimes. It's like a walk on Saturday.
Yeah.
And it's like just emotive.
Yeah, but
like,
then they're always like, this piece is about the patriarchy. And I was like, I made a cheese sandwich. I use Gruyere and Parmesan. The oppressor.
I opened it up. There was a cock.
The phallic Parmesan statue.
There's always a cock.
There's always a
There's
cock.
always a cock in my sandwich.
A cock? In my sandwich?
My sandwich?
Oh my god, I wish, bitch. Why do the people who don't want the cock in the sandwich get a cock in the sandwich? And I'm just sitting here.
Where's my cock?
Where's my cock?
Where's my sandwich?
I'm having a sandwich every day. I can literally find no cocks in it.
Oh my god. It's do you guys know about like Sophie, what is it? Sophie a Slut?
No.
At Sophie a Slut on Twitter. She's an OnlyFans queen.
She sounds like we would be like good friends.
Oh, she has huge tits, and like one of her recent posts is like her with gigantic lips, like lip gloss.
I can't.
No. And then she's like, "Hello, husband. I hope you cheated on me today.
Oh yes.
I hope you got the juices of your fucking secretary all over your cheating cock, and I want you to shove those juices in my asshole."
Is she the one who was talking about a gangbang Did you send me that?
The virgin one?
Yeah, she was talking.
Sunday.
She was talking about a gangbang. Like she went to Paris.
And
finally got to see the Louvre. Like, oh my god, you guys will not believe it.
She was playing golf trip.
She was playing golf, and she's like, and we're playing golf, and all of the guys show up back to the hotel, and I'm like, what is happening here? And then all of a sudden, these guys start like slowly coming on to me, and then they pull out their cocks, and I'm like, oh my god, is this gonna be a bad gangbang? And then she talks about it, but like she talks about it like she went to like the most beautiful museum, and saw this piece of art, and she's like, that was a lovely. And then she ends by, anyway, you guys, if anyone wants to have an orgy today, DM me.
Yeah, like if she doesn't get dick on a day, she will post like video of her crying. It's a dicklet. No, it was, the caption was her crying, and then, I haven't got a cock in my mouth today.
Oh my god.
The struggle. She fucks everyone.
Oh yeah, and she said, and oh my god, you guys, they face fucked me so hard.
Oh my god. Jesus. Her friend had what was it? Golf balls in her fanny.
Oh yeah.
Golf balls in her fanny.
Her pussy.
Her
pussy fanny.
Pussy,
okay.
Fanny is
fanny.
pussy in
Fanny is
UK.
pussy.
Okay.
Slag. Love. Fanny.
Funny.
Golf balls in your fanny.
Golf balls. I think the idea is like they were playing mini golf and the bitch was like on the floor.
And like plot twist, she was the hole.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like she was the hole, legs open wide, and they're just like, let's put into Rebecca, and they're like,
you want to putt, daddy?
Hole in one.
Second down. No, is that baseball? That's baseball.
I don't know.
I love what like that thing we had in class where like
my god,
someone was talking about a sports metaphor and we were all like,
no, it was like wrong crowd.
Yeah,
like
it was Gary and I said, dude, fill the room.
Yeah. You know, like baseball, and I'm like, I
Nah.
know like the only thing I know about baseball is there's like the pants they wear.
Oh, the fucking lace up. Oh my god.
Why do these men have the best asses and they don't know it? Straight men with great asses don't know it. It's like their ass doesn't exist.
Yeah,
because
it has never been pointed out to them that it is a feature.
We're spending like attention on.
Yeah, because like
this
like,
is why straight men should be gay.
Yeah, that is a very good argument. That is a very good argument.
I mean, it's at the top of the list.
This
but
is
the
my
list
thesis.
Is long.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, like, the only women I know that will talk about like straight man ass are like super open about sexuality in general. Like they're like really like they don't give a shit.
So they're unicorns.
Yeah, so they're not like straight men don't encounter that a lot.
Yeah.
So then
who's gonna eat their ass?
So then they go like through their entire life not knowing that they had a great ass. Then they lost it because they were, I don't know, 40 or something. Yeah. But they were never aware. It's a sad tale.
It's so tragic. And in sports, oh my god, it's like sports attire is made to showcase their bodies.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no reason why baseball outfits should be like that. Why wear those tight ass form fitting white whenever they fall down on the court to get dirty.
Also, if it wasn't for black culture, basketball players would still be wearing like mini shorts. Do you remember?
They don't wear mini shorts? Are we talking like short shorts, like ripped jeans,
like
short
rugby.
shorts?
So like 80s basketball players would wear shorter than Britney Spears.
I feel like 80s everyone though. Right?
Yeah, but like Dickie Wiki pointing out.
Yeah, but it was a thing in the NBA for like forever, from the 70s even, and then
I guess Adidas was like, we're changing the fashion.
Yeah, and then like the NBA had to like finally say like, okay, black dudes are better at NBA than these white Boston people.
Oh, because was it that period in time where like strangely like most of the basketball players were like Caucasian men?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's the thing like with like everyone talks about like sports, and the thing is like till then like they count like they say like the greatest players of all time, and then in the 40s, 50s, and 60s they had the best records, but no one's talking about the fact that it was a white dude that was amazing against white dudes that were okay.
Yeah.
Like, how many white dudes now are amazing at sport?
I'm thinking.
Very few. And it's mostly tennis.
Tennis or like figure skating.
Yeah, but I mean like NBA and like baseball and stuff, there's like no records by
white people are good at rich people sports.
Yeah.
Tennis,
golf,
skiing. How fucking bourgeois is you spending money on equipment that you can only use when traveling, and then spending more money for like, oh, you want to ski?
You want to use the mountains?
Yeah, you want to use the mountain?
Do you want
wanna
to use
this
the
natural
snow?
feature?
It's $100 for you, honey.
Like, bitch, it came from the sky,
Yeah.
bitch, you pay for it.
Oh, is the only facility that would serve you liquids here?
Oh, here
you
at,
have
like,
to pay 20.
5x markup.
Yeah.
I love that. Like,
is the closest bar 3 towns away? Pay up, honey.
opera ski culture.
Yeah.
Straight men, like literally doing no physical exercise, and then they're like, now it's time for me to be naughty, and they like do shots of a fucking ski and like die. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. They puke in the bathrooms. The bathrooms at ski resorts are like nasty.
Yeah, but like
in
in a
fun
hot way. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you go into the, what do you call the little huts? The like,
Like
in Italian it's like
cabins?
baita. Yeah, it's like cabins.
Yeah.
They always smell like manly sweat. Like those bathrooms smell like a fucking locker room.
Yeah.
These bitches sweaty.
Colette has been sending me videos. Colette, who was the other regular on the show. She's been
replaced.
I think you're tied. I think you're tied in appearances.
I'm gonna murder her.
No, I think you're one up now.
You guys should have a face off. Live face off.
No, double apology video, but it's the podcast. Exposing Colette.
Anyway, so she's like Canadian. Her parents got a cabin like a couple of years ago,
Oh my
and
God,
now she's up in the cabin. Her like they chopped down a tree for like a Christmas tree to use. Her dad is like got a shotgun and is shooting like random stuff in the woods. It's like so crazy.
What the?
That's just Northwest culture though.
Yeah, but
like
that's what I was telling her. Like that's what I was
like
telling
she says that and I'm like, yeah, like that every
That's the thing.
Seattle kid's childhood.
That's what I explained to her last night because we like FaceTimed, and I'm like, you've told me 3 stories, and it's the furthest from my experience as a human
Yeah,
being.
I'm a fucking
as
city boy. I don't even
like,
know what a
I've
shotgun
only
is.
seen
My
it.
English teacher sold me a shotgun in 8th grade.
What?
My English teacher, it was a rifle actually.
Why does this get
A
worse?
semi-automatic.
What?
For how much? Wait, how old are you in 8th grade?
I don't know. 13?
What? Is
What?
that legal?
No.
No.
Because doesn't it need to be like registered to someone?
Yeah, we registered it to my dad.
What did you use it for?
Shooting trees.
Training them young. That so
You,
so that
you just went like, okay.
I think I turned out fine. Okay.
She's like, let's go to the woods.
Excuse me.
yeah. But what if you
Was
weren't
she
gay?
paying?
Like if you were straight, would you be like a violent straight?
No, like his same apartment in Berlin, but instead of the interior design being very faggy and like DIY, it's all just big animal like husks,
Yeah.
like big bones. Like the desk is
Yes.
just a bunch of femurs
Like
and
elk,
like rib
like
cages,
elk.
ears everywhere. Like
Absolutely.
that like hunting cabin aesthetic.
What's that called? The stuffing animals. What's it called?
Oh,
There's a word for it.
There
Egg
is
fucking?
no there.
Being a top slut.
Fuck,
I'm
what's it
so
called?
close,
I
I'm
know.
so close,
It's
I'm
like
so
Embalming?
it's not charcuterie.
No.
No, but I think
cheese.
it sounds
That's a
like
cheese
it,
platter.
right?
Can you imagine? We're gonna have some charcuterie, and you fully bring like an elk.
It's just like the full carcass.
The full carcass, like fresh from the roadkill. What is it?
So close.
Embalming? Isn't it
Also,
embalming?
okay, roadkill, like totally nonchalant. Like you see a deer, like dad goes back to pick it up in the
Oh
evening.
yeah, I mean a deer. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with a raccoon.
No,
No.
ew.
But like a deer, that's just a waste of good meat,
Yeah,
right? If she's fresh, you
Yeah.
know, she was living a happy life.
yeah.
It's called taxidermy.
Yeah, taxidermy.
Oh my god,
Yes.
taxidermy people are crazy.
Taxiderm he.
There's
a lot
there's a
of-
growth of young people doing taxidermy with
yeah.
rodents in the city.
No, it's like hoarders. It's like the same thing as hoarders. Like once you start staffing animals, it's
you never stop.
you never once you pop.
Have you seen the Vice video of the guy who exclusively eats roadkill?
Oh my lord!
I love
No.
Vice.
That's like another level of vegan.
That's the
Beyond
other.
vegan.
That's the other side of
We
vegan.
have
Beyond meat.
We have. That's the real rebrand. That's the real rebrand. Oh my god. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna, instead of being a vegetarian or vegan, I'm gonna become an opportunistic vulture.
roadkill burgers. Come get them while they're hot.
No, bitch, you're joking. But he's like got a freezer. He's like, this is a heart from a raccoon from 5 years ago. This is some burgers made with roadkill. He's like, my wife left me. I wonder why.
I feel like we're policing the wrong people in this world.
What do you mean? Does he need policing?
Yes.
I mean, but the thing is,
like the poor black man in a hoodie, like he fine.
He fine.
The
He
man
fine on it.
saving
He's not eating
5-year-old
raccoons.
raccoon hearts in his fridge, like he not fine.
How
Get
close is it to?
him.
Who isn't it? Wasn't it Jeffrey Dahmer? Like, why are all the iconic serial killers like homosexuals? Right?
Yeah, Hitler.
Hitler was a pig bottom. You heard it here first.
I feel like a lot of like serial killers are like straighties and they kill women. A
There's a
lot
little
of
bit
them are like straighties with like incel vibes.
Yeah, but there's also like the gay incels. Like Jeffrey Dahmer was a perfect
Yeah.
example where like he was like abused as a child for being a faggot, and then he just like I don't know like started killing animals, and then he like oopsie doopsie like started killing boys. Like he would get
how fascinating. How fascinating is that the leading, like, if you look at any like homicidal like profile that they make,
Homicidal.
yeah, I don't know how you call it, but like the number one thing that they teach in like psychology and like the how is it called, criminology, whatever. It's like if someone is killing animals, the most likely transition is human. Like that is the profile that every serial killer has started with animals and then moved on to people.
That's the real gateway drug. Killing your cat.
Exactly.
Bitch.
Fuck marijuana. Find the people with the animals. for fuck's
Find the
sake.
guy who's eating roadkill.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, like,
Well, he didn't kill them, so
that's the.
Yeah.
I feel like.
but I still
I feel like he's on the edge.
white people obsessing about things that don't make a lot of sense. That should be like the reddest flag of all.
White people with hunting fetishes.
Hunting fetishes or like trains.
Militia groups.
Militia.
Militia groups. We need to protect our property. Bitch, what?
yeah.
Bitch, your truck? Your fucking camper?
Yeah, your overweight,
Your-
toothless
yeah.
wife.
What are those people called that like save up for the apocalypse?
Retarded.
We don't use that
No,
word.
there's a word for it.
We don't use that word anymore. We use Republican now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get them confused. You know me.
They're not called like doom.
No, they have like a thing. It's
Dooms
like-
something.
No,
Like,
they're like savers, like or believers.
see,
I don't know.
is
No, what are they
that what
called?
like
Boy
Costco
Scouts?
is marketing to? Like, hey savers, so ready for your apocalypse?
Hey,
now.
all you
Fuck,
savers
what
out
are
there.
They called? It's like
They're just called-
She's just doing. She's just like doing facial expressions.
I'm thinking of the words like come to my mouth
Yeah.
without me having to think about it.
I'm
you
I'm
you
waiting
stand
for
up,
someone to come in my mouth.
mouth open, like
Somebody.
Where's my cock?
I haven't got a cock in my mouth today. Those
No,
That
they're-
girl, no.
Oh, they're not like preppers.
they're on
We'll
prep. Do you think they hoard on prep? They probably don't hoard on prep. Bitch, one of
No,
them
the
gets
gay
HIV.
ones do.
The Truvalda vault.
The fuck. What are they fucking called?
This is trauma.
This is trauma.
This is trauma.
We're gonna move on while you're
I mean,
figuring
but
this
what
out.
do they do?
You
What's
can-
the deal with
They
them?
they build like bunkers underground.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
you
Google.
know, yeah.
Psychos.
No, like apocalypse
Okay.
people who fear the
Okay.
apocalypse.
Okay.
But like, what I wonder, what is their like main fear? Are they like wanted in like nuclear devastation mood?
They're like anything. Like we're gonna be ready. Like
Mm.
when everyone else is not. You know, like we're
Okay.
gonna survive. You're not. Bye.
I feel like that demographic shouldn't survive.
I don't think they will. I feel like they're preparing for the wrong thing.
Yeah, they definitely like. That's definitely true.
Yeah, because they're
But
preparing for like
also-
this thermonuclear attack, not for like the faggots to run the streets and
It's
kill all
like
the straight people.
End of worlders? No.
End
Right?
worlders could be. Yeah.
I feel like that. Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm talking about. now. Okay, thank
Oh,
you.
Fuck. I could, because those bitches and they build compounds.
No,
they get together and they build fucking
Yeah.
underground compounds.
Oh
for
yeah,
each
no,
other.
we know the people you're talking about. We
I
don't
know, but the name.
the name will we'll
it's
figure
a
it out.
good
Yeah.
name.
But
I
is
love
this
the
a very
aesthetic.
U.S. phenomenon, or are these people also here in Europe? Because I haven't heard of people in Europe doing
No,
this kind
people
of
in
shit.
Europe might get into the same conspiracies, but they don't have the same level of commitment.
Yeah, and I guess buying land.
It's
to
also
do these sort of
economic.
things.
It's also economical.
Yeah.
Because like
Land in the U.S. is relatively cheap. Like in the middle of, you can get in the middle of nowhere land
exactly
for relatively cheap,
uh,
right?
survivalism.
You can buy like forests.
Doomsday,
You can't literally buy
doomsday
off the state.
preppers, survivalism. What else?
I'm a survivalist.
According to British preppers is used. How to survive the apocalypse according to British preppers. It's a metro.co.uk.
No, it's a
article.
2-syllable. It's like four syllable. Never enders, like
Okay,
end of worlders. It's something like that.
End of worlders, sis. I mean, what do they expect, that like a nuclear warhead will be down and then we have time to do the 15-hour drive to Connecticut to our bunker?
No, the bunker's in the backyard.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, the
yeah.
bunker's not separate. Like the crazy thing is like they're just like, you know what they do? They buy a house and then
with already the idea of
but it's not in like the blueprint, like the official, because you have to submit one to like the state.
Well, I feel like if you're gonna dig down and make a bunker, you probably need some kind of permit, because that sounds like very, very like dangerous, right?
Yeah, but they don't include it in the, because like I know this because I saw a documentary about people getting houses and finding those because they weren't in the blueprint, because
like Cold War shit.
So they would bypass. They still do it. Like they bypass basically like the state regulation to like submit the plans of the house, whatever it is, and then they build it and it's not in the plans. So people have bought houses like recently and they found like bunkers that they built like late 90s, early 2000s.
That's
and
cute.
That's a cute bowling alley room.
Yeah.
Right, a cute little theater.
I was gonna say like bukkake party.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the gays do the same, but they build sex dungeons.
Yeah.
But like, and I feel the gays do it with better security.
Yeah.
Because you don't want what's inside there going outside.
Yeah.
You don't care about the outside going in. You
Yeah.
care about the inside going out. Like that shit is beyond chemical warfare. Like when the popper train arrives, you could kill an entire neighborhood. Wednesday's popper party at my bunker.
I'm still only getting prepper, but
No, there's a word.
But it's all UK related. Oh, New York Times.
Oh.
This is not the end of the world, and you're not a prepper.
I love
What
the
did
New
you
York
search
Times.
for? And I searched world enders, end worlders, apocalypse.
Let me search.
Apocalypse Nowers.
Apocalypse Nowers.
It's just an Apocalypse Now fan club. They're actually just building very elaborate home theater setups. I mean, but then like, what do we as a people expect? Like to be underneath the earth for like some years? Like what? Not going crazy?
Yeah, I think the main thing...
Look at what straight people are doing during the COVID pandemic, where they literally cannot stay at home for more than a week. Do you think those are going to be able to stay in a windowless bunker for a couple of years?
Yeah, those people are so committed.
Yeah.
Are so committed.
Do you think they do like test runs?
Oh yeah. And they're always the thing is, I don't think they want it to happen. They keep manifesting it. Like I think they
if I manifest it enough, it will happen.
It will happen.
Please, nuclear
but
bomb.
I think it's just like from like, it starts from like a deep fear, and then it becomes this thing where you're like so committed because you're sure that there's gonna be a nuclear war, which listen, based on like, it's not even unreasonable, because like the US has nuked the shit out of people. So like, if you
mainly Japan
and
like islands in the Pacific.
Yeah.
Sorry, girls.
Sorry, girl. Sorry, love.
Yeah, but like, imagine being like someone into conspiracies and thinking, okay, we nuked some people. China is taking over the global trade.
Iran is having a nuclear
No,
program.
I mean there was that shit with Korea, like.
North
Korea they're ready.
No, like,
they're actually cuckoo crazy.
No,
cunts.
my family like came up with a like this is where we're gonna meet if it happens. Like, we're all going here. Like, we did that shit.
Red Lobster?
I think it was... No. Oh, no. You know, okay. So my sister's ex-boyfriend was a pilot. This is why we did this.
Yeah.
Fuck
And
yes.
he was in Hawaii. And they got, like, a real ass, like, DEFCON whatever the fuck, that a nuke was on its way to Hawaii. And we were like, he's gonna... Like, Hawaii's gonna die. Like, it turns out, like, an hour or two later... that it was some like mishap with IT.
But we happens all the time. Iconic. You're like, oh bitches, we ready.
Like my sister got an email from Boeing, not from her boyfriend, like from Boeing, like your boyfriend dead. Like, nuke is coming. Bye-bye.
Oh, queen.
Holy shit.
Like,
But yeah, like, because also, like, it is a thing where, like, if you're a country that's always being threatened in any
Or that
terrorist
wants
message,
to always be threatened.
wants to be threatened.
The U.S. is manifesting terror attacks. Let's be
Obviously
clear.
are you
obviously.
saying they're asking for it?
I mean, I guess like if they
Excuse
didn't dress
me.
that way,
If you didn't dress that way, maybe none of this would have happened.
happen. Maybe if the Twin Towers are not so skimpy. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, honey.
Jesus Christ, they should have worn that mini skirt. They wanted to be seen.
They wanted to be
Oh
seen.
my god. I will be cancelled forever.
No, it's all about the ironic. I
mean, people are still like, oh my god, never forgetting 9/11, and then fully like on a daily basis, there's more people. Dying
Oh, I
from
was
COVID.
thinking of something different. I was thinking of flat earthers.
Oh, these are.
I mean, they're like, once everyone realizes the Earth is flat, there's gonna be a popular uprising, and we need to be ready.
Yeah.
We're going to the ice caps.
Yeah.
To the ice wall.
Here's the thing, though. That is the only conspiracy theory that is not causing any harm to any person.
There's the Jewish people.
I
Like
feel like
the
it's
Jew
the
hater
only one that
flat
like
earthers.
maybe could be
Yeah,
true.
but that's like a byproduct of being
maybe we've never seen like there's no way to see all sides of a sphere at once. Like we don't know. I'm just saying.
The ISS is literally spinning right now. She's like, excuse you?
Yeah, but like
Excuse
you don't know what happens on the other side while she's on one side.
Bitch, you don't know what happened on the other
What
side.
kind of Schrodinger's Earth is this? Where like the moment you send a photon, she
That's what I'm
becomes a
saying.
disk?
We don't know.
You don't know me.
Like fuck the laws of gravitation.
You're asleep for 12 hours every 24, so
Oh, yeah.
you got 50% credibility.
Maybe the moment I close my eyes, like the world changes.
Yeah.
I wake up. Maybe it's just Matrix all
All
over
the
again.
straights become homosexual.
Yeah. What am I missing out on? But they don't even. They're all like collectively sleepwalking. Like they all go out like voguing out of their apartments. Like they're like
How
the public
great would that
fountains
be?
become like pauper fields.
Yeah.
No, there's free prep dispense. Like instead of having a Pez dispenser, you know, for the sweets,
Yeah.
you get
We
like a
should do,
prep
like,
dispenser.
A gay Wizard of Oz, and like she falls asleep in a popper field.
The tornado's like the bukkake. It's like
Wizard of
the Wicked Witch of the. And you don't cover her with water to kill her. You despunk her. You despunk
the Wicked
her.
Witch of the Cis. The
Of
Wicked
the
Witch
cis.
Of the cyst. It's the cyst. It's a nasty cyst.
It's herpes.
Nasty.
It's herpes. The Wicked Witch of the prep. Just antibiotics. You just throw antibiotics at her. Just like, "Ugh, be gone, herpes.
Gone. This is not a person.
The Wizard of Pause.
Do you know what pause is?
No.
Pause, P-O-Z, looking for a pause daddy to pause me. Pause is short for HIV positive. The Wizard of Pause. She's taking her shirt off. It's getting too steamy.
Hot.
The Wizard of Pause. I
I can't believe that you're wearing like the
Donut?
corniest and cutest Christmas sweater
This is
and
so
the
gay.
donut T-shirt.
Thank
It's iconic.
I need to.
I got into a techno club with this shirt only because I knew the curator. The
And-
security didn't let me. They were like, and I was like,
Only 'cause- Only because they assumed I was gay.
Only because my hole was already prolapsing. It was already like I was like a snail,
Yeah.
dragging it on the floor. Oh, snail trail.
I hate when you start talking about prolapsing.
This is a weekly occurrence. You know, like a little rosebud, a little red moment.
I love that we started like we can see the waveform.
The dynamics.
We started so nice and soft, and now we're almost clipping. I think Felipe is the
dynamics
only
for
one
me.
that's clipping.
I'm
we
so
could do
sorry.
like a machine learning that like plots our luffs against problematic words and phrases.
Honestly, here for it. Completely valid.
Yeah.
Completely valid.
like automatic -2 dB when Felipe mentions prolapse.
When you hear Bussy, like immediately -6 decibels.
-6. Prolapse minus 8.
Siri knows what's coming. Like,
Oh, Siri traumatized. That's why she doesn't answer anymore.
Siri has beef with you.
Oh yeah. Remember how when you used to talk to Siri, she would like be sassy if you were sassy with her?
Yeah.
Now she's like, I don't want to talk about it.
I'm too traumatized by this
No,
relationship.
what did she say the other day?
I'm not going to respond to that.
She got serious, yeah. Like, it got real.
Yeah,
Siri.
me and Siri have beef. I'm waiting for the apology video. Tim Cook, fellow homosexual Tim Cook. Everybody always forgets that Tim, like the
Tim's
leader of
cock.
Apple.
He's obviously homosexual.
No, he is a homosexual. Like
Obviously.
like I thought this was some drama, some like conflama.
Oh
Like,
no,
he has a
that's a
husband.
homosexual if I've ever seen one.
The Apple at like Pride marches. Apple at Pride marches. Like it's the most capitalistic thing ever. It's just like white, like diverse people, white T-shirts, rainbow Apple logo.
That's disgusting.
I love
down the street, being
the
happy.
like all shapes, sizes, and colors underwear commercials, but then it's like they're all wearing white underwear, and it's like, okay, this is supremacy.
You heard it here first.
You heard
White
it here.
briefs are white supremacy. The KKK is behind. I mean,
Let's get rid of tidy whities and let's go for the black and Lucy's.
or just
Black
no
and
underwear.
Bussies.
The reverse jock strap. It's just a butt plug. It's a butt plug with a tiny little like beaded like necklace.
Okay, wait. Can we talk about pads for men?
What
I
do you
haven't
mean?
seen them in America,
Ass
but they're
pads?
in
Or-
Red Bay. No, like menstrual pads.
What?
But they're like pads for men. Like,
Is this like a trans inclusive moment?
I don't know. Or
Because if it
it's
is,
like,
that's lit.
like she's
But, like-
premature.
Oh,
I don't know.
Imagine being
like
so
she's got a little bit of like
premature.
a little bit of leakage.
But like, where are you leaking from? The front?
Yeah, I think. I mean, they just look like menstrual pads, but then it's like Dove for Men branding, where it's like dark blue and like some like dad haircut.
Oh, wait. I'm very... Because it's not like a diaper, right?
I don't think so. No, it's like pads for men. I'm pretty sure.
Men's care products. Dove Men Plus Care.
No,
Deep
it's
clean body.
It's
face
not
bond.
Dove. Look up pads for men.
Pads for men. Oh my...
Let me see. Is this?
Oh
like
my
one
god,
of
yes.
them?
The branding. It looks like a
Yeah,
fucking Gillette
yeah.
branding, but it's... Some of them are black. I hate male culture.
Like, what is
Protection.
that for?
They're discreet, active fit. Maybe if you sweat or something. How to use... Oh, they're incontinence pads.
What's that?
Incontinence is when you can't really like control your like urine flow or like your body flow.
Okay, so they're diapers.
Yeah, so they're just fancy
Disappointing.
diapers.
I thought it was like if you're like super horny and like you can just
mean-
like put on a pad.
Can you imagine?
Like it's fine.
But I've never seen this. This is like a new thing.
No, I see them like pretty frequently in Reve.
In Reve.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute though.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute. Like pull panties off.
Daddy's
and it's
piss.
like, Daddy's piss soaked
piss
pads. All crusty and stinky.
I miss this. This is
I hate
you
you.
guys. This is the
I don't know if I missed it.
This is
Oh no, I love it.
oh, this is Lazy Eye Podcast 101. This is how it started. Was it like a year ago? It was almost like it. Almost.
Yeah, but the first period episode was much more problematic than this.
Oh yeah.
But in an unfun way. This is fun. This is
Yeah, no,
exciting.
this is fun.
Something new. We're giving
yeah,
the girls content.
you gotta find like your timing and like you have to make it
Yeah.
also palatable. But yeah, this is like
Discover your sexuality.
discover everything.
Discover yourself.
Yeah,
Become
like I'm so
someone.
much more gay than the first time that we
Guys,
did
we
it.
should do like live like youth counseling on the podcast.
Oh my god, we're like the Trevor
Oh.
Project.
Oh, you know, you
What's that?
The Trevor Project is
It sounds like a gangbang.
Oh, kinda. It's
Okay.
the gay suicide prevention hotline.
Okay. Cute.
She's on it. She's on it. She's great.
nice.
She has great ambassadors. Elliot Page.
Edge.
He been you. He was ambassador for the Terror Project. Like, I think 5 years ago.
Beautiful.
Icon, legend,
Icon.
star.
Oh, I had this idea. I'm gonna implement from the once people get back to the school. I'm gonna put a box in the kitchen that says "Lazy Eye Podcast." Ask anything.
Ask 3 faggots anything.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna make it like funny and obvious that the questions must be a bit like hunky, and I'm like,
I mean, we can always answer them. Like,
Yeah, like somebody can
I
fully
feel
ask,
like we're
what's the
good at
derivative
bending
of
any question.
something, and we can be like,
oh yeah, no, we can answer any question, but they also
My
like
pussy.
I want. Here's the thing, because I want them to have fun with it, and it also might attract some listeners because they're gonna be asking questions, and they're like, "Oh my god, what are they? Who's gonna answer? I didn't even answer."
I mean, we're just gonna put ourselves in, and we're gonna be, oh my god, how are you so hot?
Oh,
Okay.
you guys, stop it!
Is it difficult to be so beautiful? On
Oh
a
my
daily
god, in a
basis?
podcast with no video, how do you guys know?
You just have us dripping from every syllable.
Tripping from every syllable. Yeah, the last 2 or 3, or like the last 2 were live, and it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like now, like back to the pre-recorded,
I don't feel the pressure of live, but I didn't feel the pressure of live last time.
I didn't feel the pressure of live at all. But at the same time, there is some like pre-recording gives you just like a little pillow that you can go a bit overboard.
Yeah.
And maybe a bit and it's fixable, right? With live, it's not
this
fixable.
could like be easily translated into like after hours like porn star interview.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love
I
when they
wonder
do
if
the
they
little
feel the same
interviews
way.
afterwards.
Yeah.
I love when it's only the interview and it's like, show me your cock, and he's like, like, I've never done this before, and the camera guy's like, oh, you got like a thick cock.
I love. I mean, I have a deep relationship with working man videos.
Okay.
Old school DIY, like actual like working class daddies, straight daddies, sometimes bisexual daddies that like are very telling. But just uncomfortable straight men like posing for the camera, taking their panties off, like jacking off, and then sometimes the delight of the delights, they get a little like blowy from like the cameraman. Or sometimes even they get a little finger off their bussy, and I'm like, yes, straighty, yes, yes.
I love the cameraman perspective though.
It's so
like it's
hot.
like porn, and then like the arm is just like hello,
floating arm just like attaches to the ass and like starts caressing it.
Here's why.
And they never talk. They're always mute. They never talk.
Cameraman porn is the best for one reason, because like we're the cameraman. Like this is the porn stars, and like the cameraman is working class. And he's
in this case, they're both working class.
Yeah, I know, but I know, but it's like the perspective of like he has a job to do. Everyone's having fun, and he's.
Is everyone having fun?
I mean, Straighties getting money.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I always question the motives of those heterosexuals who do those kind of situations. Like some of them clearly need money, but some of them look like just like fun guys.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they're trying to get low-key bussy action without doing anything gay.
I know that like in the States, porn stars are like and comedians hang out because they're like the two kind of
least respectable professions.
Yeah, they're
right
kind of
after like writing for the New York Post.
Yeah, definitely. But like
and then like the U.S. president.
Yeah, but I've seen, it's like
presidency will always
like
be the top.
President, porn stars, and then comedians. But there's like this because I've seen like a lot of like podcast interviews with like porn stars and comedians, because they like the only people that can get along with each other, because everyone
porn
else
stars are great people. Whenever I hear a podcast with like a porn star, I'm like, yes,
it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, because like no inhibitions, super honest, super like realistic and cynical about so many things in life, because like I've had enough dick for a lifetime, honey. I can tell you what's up.
And they're like super like fun about their own profession. Like they know what they're doing is like porn, and that it's not like super safe and whatever, like not like financially, like it has a lifespan, but they're like, I'm here to have fun.
Oh, they're fully aware in like a very beautiful way. And also like, I did some BDSM because I was like, I'm not gonna do that with people that I meet, because like you have to like be very specific. And I'm like, I wanted to explore that part of my sexuality, so I'm like, I'm gonna do BDSM porn with like professional people that know how to practice that, because I don't want to get in a relationship with a random like BDSM dude.
Because effectively, if you're doing porn, like the risk level is very low, because you literally have like an entire support group around you, like everyone from like the camera staff to like every like casting people, like doing a scene for men.com that's like heavy BDSM is like probably much less intimidating than a normal
like, real BDSM.
Than real BDSM.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, like if you want to just like sleep around a little bit and explore stuff just in your city, that is 10 times, 100 times more dangerous than doing porn.
Yeah, I heard this like drag queen, so talking like she was a hooker before, and I think she does OnlyFans now. She was like, dick and money, like I get to suck dick and get money, like what?
That's what my dad used to say about working in the bar.
Yeah,
He's like,
I get to get drunk.
he's like, I get to drink, dance, and enjoy myself, and also get paid.
It's like,
Yeah.
why hasn't
And
anyone
also
found
suck
this
cock.
loophole? And some cock in the
And
back.
also suck cock in the bathroom, and don't tell my wife and kid.
Also, men.com, they still release VHS tapes.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love
Fully
that.
like new videos, they release
Okay.
VHS tapes. I love the aesthetic of like 1980s amateur porn where they put on a VHS into the TV.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Just the sound gets me going. What time is it?
It's time to do like a smoke break and then
breaky break?
do a second part and then get the fuck out of here because we have Christmas dinner.
Yeah. Sorry, you guys.
We
We're
have to-
interrupting our busy schedule for you, so you better be fucking grateful.
So, little break. Catch you cunts later. Welcome back.
I hate it here.
We hate it here.
We hate it here.
It's too gay in here. Welcome back to the Lazy Eye podcast. This is like an anniversary. What? This is. Please stop it.
Okay, sorry.
This is
Oh my
an
God,
anniversary episode. This is.
Is it?
Yeah, commemorating
time.
the first ever Lazy Eye podcast. It's a
The dumpster fire.
The dumpster fire. It's a Christmas
What we
edition
call that?
podcast. It's supposed to air Saturday. What is it? The 26th?
I don't
Right
know
now?
anything
Yeah.
about Christmas.
No, on Saturday.
Oh.
No, I think it's the 26th.
Saturday
on
is the 26th.
Beautiful. It's gonna be
Cute.
such a Christmas special.
Such. Oh my God, totally a Christmas
Because
special.
you know the 26th, like everyone tunes into Etiquette Radio, and they're like, "Oh my,
Yeah.
this is my Christmas ritual,
Around-
you guys."
Around the
this is
campfire.
yeah, this is. I've been doing this with my family like
For
forever,
years.
for
For
years.
generations.
for generations.
It's like kind of a tradition.
yeah, and generations to come.
It takes me generations to
come.
come.
It takes me so many generations to come. Honestly,
Oh my God. But when it does, bitch, flood.
bitch flood.
Like Nile River, overflow. What it
Is that a rhyme?
I can't
Um,
help that I have a heavy flow and a wide
It's
set
a vagina.
vagina.
So
2 shots of
we
vodka.
here with Felipe, who can fill any silence, even at a funeral.
Excuse
Who
Excuse
can
her.
fill any bussy.
Any silence and his own bussy.
I mean, that's a
I
read,
mean-
but it's accurate.
Yeah.
Fill any silence with a bussy. Oh, you're silent? I have
Ah.
something for that.
Frederic Manbun is also here with his Manbun.
Munbun.
Manbun. Yeah, this is 2020 has been a beautiful one, a gorgeous one.
It's a
I was
great year.
thinking like recently of like good things to say about 2020, and one of those happened to me 3 days ago. I called Felipe right after it happened. But I basically like matched with this, like I've been using Field, which is like, what if you're straight but queer but gay but straight? There's an app
you
for
wanna
that.
fuck.
And you want to fuck. There's an app for that.
That's like
apparently.
By
that
the way,
episode
wait.
of BoJack Horseman where like this guy makes like he's asexual and he makes a dating app for asexuals and he's the only one on the app.
Yes.
That's you.
That is
This
me.
app.
That is me.
No, but it's great. And by the way, Field, I mean, we here for the sponsorship. Man.
We here for the
Like,
sponsorship.
I would love to do sponsorship.
If you want to
Oh,
sponsor three little
yeah.
three little twinks
Three
in
little
the studio,
straight
straight.
queer
Yes.
men.
man.
And listen, I've been telling all the straighties.
Yeah, you're a straight queer man.
All the straighties I've been telling. Oh, you're done with Tinder, bitch. You wanna get some like good shit.
You
Get
want to
that
get
Field.
you want to get on the good. Actually, I feel bad about because we should only promote it to people that we want to see on that app.
Yeah, I
No, I
promoted
mean,
it to like non-problematic.
I don't wanna
I
spoil
feel like
it.
it's gonna get tainted eventually though.
I'm not sure actually,
No.
because it's very specific. So like, there's like 25 different sexualities that they have listed,
It's a
and
lot.
and there's
That's
like
a lot.
other where you can write your own genders. Like you can have like 20 different options for gender as well, and like the only things that your bio could they ask you in your bio is desires. Desires, where people can write like some people like write wine and literature, but some people write being spit on, horsecock.
Okay, that's
and
cute.
Anal destruction. But like anyone like takes it as far as they want. But it's like it's an honest,
and, like, the wine and literature girl and the horsecock girl are like
neighbors, roommates.
Roommates.
No, they're fucking. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like a very like nice. It's a very like Berlin approach to having a nice, it's not like problematic or intrusive. It's like super respectful app where people are just open about gender and sexuality.
It's not like the sluttiness of Grindr.
No,
where it's like very transactional. It feels very emotional. From
it's
what
It still is like it still
Grindr
can be like
emotional.
Can it?
Hobby and I met on Grindr.
That still baffles me.
That is an abbreviation. I feel
but you are also aren't you and Hobby the kind of people who like go on a date first before fucking? Like meet each other?
No.
Okay.
No.
Great. I mean, but see, that's a Grindr love story. You fuck, sexually compatible, great, and then you start talking.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's your name again?
And then you start talking.
First you fuck, then you talk.
That's where I'm saying Grindr is emotional.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
But it also
afterwards.
But I don't want to hear what you do for
never
a living.
a priori. Like I don't want to be a priori comfortable. I just want to.
I mean, I want to be a posteriori comfortable.
Posteriori, okay.
Like fill my hole and then give me your story.
It's like ripping off the Band-Aid, Yeah. Like once you like are over the uncomfortable sex hurdle, like it's fun and games.
Yeah. Why is it like? Because it's not that like song and dance of like, oh, we're meeting to fuck, but also first we're talking. Like no, like you enter my apartment and you, I pull your pants down and then we talk.
Yeah, I think that's just a byproduct of dating the same gender as you.
Yeah, dating other homosexual men.
Yeah, it's like you're dating a very specific demographic of people who understand all of that
and who want that.
So it's like to me that's like a very like a niche experience as far as dating and sexuality
2020
goes.
news. Grindr is niche.
Niche as far as like demographic that would do that.
I mean, not all gays are like this though.
I know some like
no, but
Pete
the ones
Buttigieg.
who are on Grindr are like I think I get what you're like
Pete
it
Buttigieg
targets
is on
an
Grindr.
audience and that's the only audience that's on.
Yeah.
I mean that's why I also like Grindr because it's like people are not like you're not gonna go on Grindr and be like all
and just looking for friends. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, no, it's like this is the app.
Even when they say it, they're not.
Yeah,
we all know.
I'm looking for like friends, but also sends dick pic.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to have a great time. Do you have a tight hole?
Yeah.
Tight hole?
Tight hole?
Tight hole?
Let's be friends.
I'm looking for friends. Friends with tight holes.
I
only mask friends.
Friends for friends. Okay, back to field. So,
locking in the sponsorship.
So even in like field, it never happens to me that like anyone's like super like sexual with me in the beginning because you need to get there. It's like you need to get there.
Yeah, I guess
we trust you.
Yeah, for me, it's always like a work in progress. Like especially like women will either want to instantly fuck you or you have to work for it. And that's why I like women because you can through connection get a woman to want to fuck you. Men, they either want or they don't.
No, they always want. It's just whoever. No. I don't know. I'm just so beautiful that I've never met a guy who doesn't want to fuck me. But they just dynamically lower and increase their standards.
Yeah,
the standards get real low, real fast.
Yeah.
For
that is interesting.
10 minutes into Grindr, you're like looking for like a good person. 40 minutes into Grindr, you're looking for a hole. I'm just a hole, sir.
Yeah. I feel like straight men don't have that much. They will like they do what they call like fucking ugly like once in a while.
Okay, but what is that? What is that fulfilling for them?
So they don't wanna. So most straight men like don't wanna admit that they could fuck anyone given the circumstance. So
which is what they really would
yeah.
potentially
So
do.
they built this like hierarchy and standards and this whole because
They need to keep respectability.
because the problem with straight men is that it's a very like from what I understand.
I don't know. Looking from the outside.
Looking from the outside, I don't hang out with them for the last. I haven't seen them since high school. But from what
I don't know if they still exist.
yeah,
You walk around DBS like you don't see them.
you don't see them.
Like you trip over. Oh, sorry.
School is so empty lately.
Like
What?
you're blind. You touch their face. Like, are you heterosexual?
But from my understanding of it, also from being part of that group of people at some point in my life, is that it's very like community based, like fucking for straight men. So it's like it's almost like this open, like not competition, but it is a little bit like that. It's all about like. It's almost like social media. It's like, look what I can do.
Yeah. It's very it's like performative
It's very
sexuality.
performative.
Like with your friends. Like I need to tell you how like how much fun I've had.
Yeah.
With this
So you basically built like they built this thing where like from one point on, like you always like try to aim high because you want your community to respect you as a player.
That's toxic
It's very disturbing. It's very toxic masculinity. So what happens is like that's why a lot of like straight men are problematic because they would fuck anyone, but they have built this thing of like grading women from like 1 to 10, and they only fuck 8 to 10s. So now it becomes this like such a problematic, like it's almost like a sport.
When men unironically say, "Yeah, I fucked this 7 the other night," I'm like.
Yeah, or all those like 2 5s make a 10.
I hate
Valid.
heterosexual culture.
I love that.
But straight men cannot handle 2 people at the same time.
Oh,
they
no.
can barely handle their own dick.
Oh no!
Right?
If you're not a little bit queer, you cannot handle 2 women at the same.
Like, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna use your mouth because you're straight.
Yeah. So if you're not ready to just like suffocate in pussy for 3 hours,
Delightful.
it is delightful. Honestly. Yeah. Honestly, like my only threesome experience, like I was so high and drunk that I couldn't even get a boner.
Yeah, so you're like,
So-
okay.
so I had a less.
You put on the latex
So
gloves.
I'll watch.
Yeah. No, I had a like full on lesbian threesome where I was.
Were you a lesbian? in
Yeah.
the
Yeah, he was
threesome?
scissoring.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I was like.
That's beautiful.
I was
want that.
I was just in the mix all the time, and I was just like giving head up. Like
You're
I was
like,
just,
I'm here.
I'm here. I'm
I don't
gay.
really know what my-
I will
You're
take.
catalyzing the
partner.
reaction.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not part of the like interactions, but you're just helping out. You're a supporting character.
Paris
Yeah,
was
I was
the
actually like a big part of it, and we kind of like created a triangle that we would switch.
I just picture the lesbians. They're like the next day. They're like, wait, so, like, how did he get there? What was he doing?
Were you doing like crop rotation, like 3 people like rotating around?
Yeah. It was just like, woman, me in the middle, and just like switching between vaginas. It was really nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I always picture lesbian sex like when you see like lion cubs playing, right? When they jump on each other and they roll around in the dirt. That's what I think lesbian sex is like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of cats going meow, 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 and all.
I've never really figured out like what the point of like penetration necessarily. Like I feel like there's a very like loose definition of like when the sex happens.
I love
which is
that.
good.
I love that because like a lot of people think that I love straighties. Like if PP doesn't go into fufa,
Yeah.
No.
no
Yeah,
sex.
that's because you don't know how to use tongue, honey. That's why.
But for example, like sex can also be like fully clothed, rubbing against daddy on the S-Bahn and coming.
Oh yeah.
Has that happened to you?
No, I wish.
As my daddy Doug Stanhope put it, is like I say yes whenever I leave with no sexual desire.
I don't even have to come.
Yeah.
Right?
No
Yeah.
sexual.
Straighties are like coming is the most important thing. Like no bitch.
Oh,
No, bitch.
you know how many times I've been a bottom, haven't finished for for no reason whatsoever.
But you still feel great.
I feel great because I did a lot of hard work.
You got your 20 minutes of exercise, you stretch
Cardio.
afterwards.
I've done like an hour and a half sessions without even using my dick so much.
I love that you call them sessions. Like
Yeah.
fucking porn set.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sessions.
On like
I
here's the
love
thing.
whenever there's the word session. Like
Se-
session
yeah.
is a keyword for porn.
Yeah, it's because you know that you put in work when it's
Or
session.
scene.
'Cause,
I've
like-
done a scene.
Yeah, if you put your dick somewhere, that's not a session. But if you're like grinding, like it's like a day job, then it's a session.
Yeah, if you're playing
Like you had an
tic-tac-toe.
appointment on Google.
Oh
Calendar.
yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. No, normalize opening up your Google Calendar.
I hate you.
Wow, I love Google Calendar.
Open your calendar.
Oh my God, my
Open
calendar
your
s-
Bussy.
My calendar says I'm getting fucked today.
No, but
We
imagine.
should do an app.
Wait.
The Lazy Eye Sex Calendar.
Yeah, you make a calendar. No. Valid. You create little time slots where you're like, now
And then
I'm
people
ready.
can like book you like
Yeah.
you're a hoe.
Yeah, it will be called keeping a lazy eye on my bussy.
Keeping a lazy eye on my bussy. But that would be so great because a lot of people do the whole like problematic Craigslist thing where they just literally sit on their bed, door wide open, like ass up, and
I
they just wait for
love
men to
looking
come.
at Craigslist ads.
Yeah.
Even the straight ones, like I just love the wording. It's
What are the
poetry.
straight
It's-
ones?
they're mostly straight ones.
What do they ask for? Are these men?
Yeah.
Men and women.
I saw Don't Fuck with Cats on Netflix, and it's about a serial killer, and he put up like ads on Craigslist for everything. And after that, I'm like, no more Craigslist.
scary.
No, but that's
Craigslist
the
for
fun
me.
thing.
No,
Every time I go to a
yeah.
client second meeting, I'm like, ooh,
Am I gonna die
am I
now?
gonna die today?
Yeah.
Or am I gonna fuck?
Oh, okay. So back to my field story because
Okay, yeah, field.
this is a perfect transition to field because I had that moment fully.
You met a serial killer.
So,
Oh no.
Oh, story time.
story time. So get around the fire, kids. So I started texting this woman. So I've been texting a lot of people on field, and it's like texting someone. It's just like more obvious that there might be some. It's like somewhere between Grindr and
What's
Facebook.
the
like
first
the
message?
sexual intention or the romantic intention is accepted.
yes.
It's the default.
Yeah, so
but
it
like,
is-
is
yeah.
the first message hi? And is it
Yeah,
immediately followed up by like,
It starts with a conversation. It's
When you say wine, do you mean horse cock?
I need some clarifications.
is there a glossary?
I'm using some fangled dictionary that I haven't heard of. So what happens is like any dating app that involves women starts conversationally.
Yeah.
But like Tinder, if you flirt on Tinder, you get unmatched. It's like it's a dating app, but if you flirt, you get shamed.
what's the Tinder process?
The Tinder process is you talk about dumb shit for a week,
I've noticed that.
and then you meet, and then you have to establish a new connection because texting was all dog shit. And then you go out on a couple more dates, and then maybe there's some energy.
Ew.
I have been on like 3 or 4 Tinder dates. One ended up being a relationship, but
That sounds like a big waste of money and time.
it is. I'm not much.
Imagine
Yeah.
paying for somebody else's dinner.
Oh, I don't do dinner. I do like spatty beer and walk. I mean,
Valid.
or when the bars were still open, Corona. I would do like I always do bar, and then maybe
Oh, date rape.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh.
Me, I'm probably the one.
You're the one getting
I'm
dated.
the one getting that ready.
Back to the field serial
Back to the
killer.
field.
Sorry.
Okay, so even field, like I did hook up with someone on field and it was lovely, and we're still kind of like once every now and then like seeing each other. It's like really nice. It's like having like something like a sex buddy, but also having a bit of like an emotional connection. It's cute. It's like like no commitment,
Okay.
but it's like nice and intimate. It's not just fucking. I like that. I like a little bit of intimacy.
Okay.
So I matched with this woman. She says 35 on the app. So we start texting, and then like she's not making a little sense. It's like English is not in her top 3 or
Wasn't
4
an old
languages.
man?
No.
Oh.
And she goes, after like I say some stuff, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages, she goes, "How's your dick?" I'm like, fuck it, I'm down. So I reply,
Stinky.
I replied 2 things. One, ready to go, haha, like something like which is not good.
Oh,
No, I don't know how to do this. But then I went normal, but looks big on me. Because I'm a little twink. I didn't text that.
Straight people, you guys.
I don't know how to do that.
I'm making a masterclass.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm 23. No one has ever asked me that.
That is sad, but also healthy for you.
Right?
Like, I'm sad about me now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not good at that because it has never happened in my entire... Like, I don't know what that is.
No,
I don't...
Like, hey, how's your cock?
Yeah, no, that has never happened to me. Even remotely close to that. Probably like before sex happens, probably the most saucy thing I've ever been that's ever been said to me was something like, "Are you horny?" Like that's the top level.
And
so
you
like,
just go,
so how's your dick? Yeah. So like, how's your dick? To me was like I don't know.
Did she add any emojis afterwards? Like, was it how's your dick? Like Spanish girl dancing emoji.
No. It's like how's your dick, bitch? Just tell me.
Nice.
Then we talk a little bit more. Then she goes, what's the centimeter translation of your dick? So then I reply,
the centimeter translation.
Yeah, like your dick in centimeters.
Okay.
Like she wanted like size. So
was this in English?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did she also want diameter?
No.
Basic.
Well, she said, what's your centimeter? And then she asked for a dick. I replied to that. And
honestly?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she goes, right. But I thought the R was an N, and I thought she said night. and
like, okay, I'm going to bed now too. Bye.
And I'm like, is that too small for you? Like, what's the... Yeah, but it was like such a weird conversation that I've never had in my entire life. Then she's like, I need a dick pic and a corona test.
Valid.
Yeah.
I like her. She's gaining respect in my book.
So I sent her a dick pic.
If she's a serial killer, I don't want to know.
So I sent her a dick pic, which I have never done in my life. So it took me like half an hour to debug it, but I can show you the dick pic. It's like so I'm proud of it.
I don't know if I want to see it.
Okay, I'm proud of it. Like it got to that level. I'm so happy with it.
Did you do the lighting thing? Did you have some rose petals around?
No, I didn't. I didn't go like high production value.
You've never sent a dick pic?
No. Straight women don't want dick pics.
See, this is a valuable piece of information that other straight men need to know.
Straight
women don't want dick pics.
Don't send dick pics unless... She had to ask me 4 times for a dick pic for me to send one. Don't fucking send a dick pic unless you're asked 4 times. Thank you. I'm talking to straight men, not gay men. Gay men send dick pics.
I put that on my CV.
Put it
Top
in,
left of my curriculum vitae.
Put it
my dick.
in like U-Bahn commercials and shit.
Okay. I'm like homeless person on the U-Bahn, like handing out my dick.
This is my dick.
Hey, no, you don't need to pay
like
for
the butthole stickers, but it's like your dick.
My dick. Here
Okay.
you go.
So, okay, to get to the point, that's like she sends me like some nudes of her. It's like super like it becomes from like uncomfortable for me because I don't know this to like nice, flirty, and so at some point we're like, okay, let's meet. I'm like, I'm broke. I can't do a corona test. She's like, okay, we can just hang out and whatever. She's like, come over to my place.
Wait, did you hang out with like mask and social distancing?
Bring beers, couple of chocolates, some candles. She's like, bring some stuff.
It was Miss Tootsie, wasn't it?
You came at home, barbecue. I've got the coals ready, son.
I've been working on this piece of brisket since yesterday.
You want a brisket?
Yo, brisket. So, okay, I go to her place, which is Kreuzberg near me, but in like a place was like super open with like a park. It's like right above me, so it's like
bourgeois.
It stops being trashy, starts being bourgeois. She tells me the address, and
is that a place in Kreuzberg?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it's there's an area above like the central Kreuzberg.
Is that the one in like the triangle between like the U7, the U3, and the U6, where like no bonds go?
No, it's actually the other way around.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's actually that. Yeah, it's like
like where Shell like lived, where the people had like
no. That's already
I'll show it to you on the map. It's like if you start walking like 3 or 4 blocks over my place, it starts being really like bougie. So I go. I'm outside this building that looks like a corporation, like owns it and its offices. Ring the bell.
Did you fuck on the table?
There's a ping pong table in the lobby.
Yes.
Just like a ping pong table.
Is there a doorman?
Professional ping pong, like not like the one that you have like on the camping site.
The integrated ones,
it's
like the marble ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's like first floor. I woke up. She opens the door. I'm like, do we hug? She's like, we hug, but she's like turning her head. It's like social distance hug.
Iconic.
Wait. Okay. I'm really excited about it.
Okay.
I'm getting hard.
Okay. She.
I came.
Okay. She walks like we walk into her apartment. So I go in. This bitch has the. Have you seen like Blade Runner, the original one or the new one?
Only scenes.
So you know like the aesthetic of this kind of like dystopic, super modern,
like retro future.
Yeah, she has this like twice the height of this ceiling. It's like super high ceiling, all concrete. All the windows are glass. All the lighting is neon lighting.
I love modern.
She has sculptures, an office, a separate structure that is bath, super like a hotel, then bedroom.
Does she have a Japanese soaking tub?
I'm sure. She has like this like chair that's also a sculpture. Her drapes, her curtains are made out of golden and silver. You know, like
human flesh.
The thing that they put on you when you're like a victim of like a
Refugee?
fire. Yeah, they cover you. Those are the curtains, like super like glossy, golden and silver. I'm like, oh, okay. Am I like a small town girl that just moved here and is gonna get her organs sold on the black market? Like,
plot twist: the curtains. She takes them off. Operating table.
Operating table. She has a hammock that is basically like there's like two pieces of like chains coming from the ceiling.
Sex swing.
I'm like, is that a sex swing? She's like, it's a hammock, but I'm considering a sex swing.
I mean, if she already has the attachment, it's not like a difficult mod.
It's not. It's
right?
not. I'm like, this place is bananas. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is happening? She's like, oh, I'm a fashion designer. I'm like, bitch, yes. So we sit down. She has like two chairs positioned. The window is like, as like, my room is like the window is the size of my room. It's like one window. And they're like across, and they're like looking into the park. And we start having like beers. She's playing like some super like avant-garde electronic music for the runway shit.
Oh, runway music.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And we start talking. And I mean, here's the thing. I was expecting either I'm gonna have sex and then she's gonna toss me, which I was ready for.
Make you feel cheap.
Yeah.
Disposable.
Yeah.
Tissue.
Oh yeah. And I'm like,
Cum rag.
this either is gonna be super uncomfortable, either there's gonna be sex involved, or she really wants a corona. So it turns out she really wants a corona test and like checkups. Like she wants to know that it's safe to fuck me.
Can you ask her to pay for it?
So so she's like, so I like we start talking, like really start talking, and she's like, oh, she was baby, like I'm like I grew up in Romania and then moved to Germany. I've been poor as fuck. She's like, I don't do this with anyone, but she's like, I know that you're like struggling. I'll pay for your corona test and reimburse you.
Sugar mommy.
I
should have really hit up that sugar daddy.
Yeah, and I'm like, I asked her like, am I getting a sugar mommy? She's like, I don't have that kind of money. And then
do you?
And then I'm like, yeah, but I'm Greek. And she's like, oh, you're right, maybe, because I'm like,
oh, maybe I do.
Because I'm like, for me to have a sugar mommy, like if you give me like €5 to get cigarettes, like I feel like a sugar babe.
You're like,
yeah. And we laughed about that, and then all of a sudden she like lifts off her shirt, and she's like,
she had 3 boobs.
One was lactating.
No, she started describing to me how her boobs feel and like teasing me, and then we start like we drink more, and then she like we go in the kitchen, we start talking, and then she lays on the table and starts playing, and then she like gets my hand and puts it in different parts of her body, and I'm like, bitch, I've waited for 2 years, but Berlin is finally paying off.
I finally have a model of how I want to grow up. When I'm 40.
Oh, yeah.
I wanna be that.
So I didn't remember what her age was on the app. I then realized it was 35. She looks like 25 to 27.
I wish she looked 60.
What was her name? Can you say it off?
No, I won't because
video.
she's actually a fashion designer in Berlin and doing like fashion weeks and stuff.
Well, because like my first,
Maria Grazia.
So
no, my first flat was like owned by a fashion designer. I don't think it was her. She was poor, but
no, she's but she has a Romanian last name, and
Okay.
which means it ends in
Porn star.
escu.
okay.
So she tells me at some point now, she has the body of a model, and she says I gained like 10 pounds. Like she was actually like a model size, and now she's like human, like she's
So
not
fat.
just bone. But anyway, so she goes like, have I told you my age? I'm like, no, I don't even remember. She's like, I'm 40.
And you're like,
I'm
"That's
like,
even better.
I'm like,
Thank you, mommy.
yeah. It's like, do you have a problem with that? I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
It's like, this is all I ever wanted.
this is all. This is like dream status.
Do you have an idea how big my mommy issues are?
Yeah, it was honestly. We talked for like 3 hours, and she said like, she's like 40, and she's like, I started dating younger men because like 30-year-olds are so just boring.
I can see that.
Boring and anxious, and she's like, I really like you. Like I want to see you. Like I'm. Oh, she said, I'm glad you didn't do the test because I'm glad that we got to talk and I actually like you as well. Because it means
fucked you instantaneously.
yeah. And she said because it means like the fuck is gonna be better.
Oh,
and we're gonna have a
oh
good
my
time.
god. Yeah. Oh my god. I see the future.
Right?
Like you go over to her house.
Yes.
You put on her dresses.
Yes.
She's
Oh.
designing outfits for you.
Yes.
You are a runway model.
I
Oh
told
my
her.
God, dick out on the runway. Dick
Yeah.
out, dripping. Just came.
You're gonna be a trans icon.
Yes. I told her about my Christmas outfit because I've been planning it.
Oh, I'm also planning.
Yeah, don't
Guys,
wanna.
I'm not.
I am.
I
Don't
haven't
Oh
worry
no,
done
about
we're
it.
we're gonna
Don't worry
turn the
about
show.
it. A week.
Yeah, I told her about my Christmas outfit, and she was like super enthusiastic about it. Like, cause she's also like, I need someone to pound me. So I was worried that if I
Oh.
don't, I wasn't sure if she wanted to get like a lot of like male energy. I just gave my energy, which is always like ambiguous.
Confused great blob.
Yeah. Just like who knows where this might lead. Yeah, but no, she was like enthusiastic about it, and she gave me some advice about how.
About being more masked.
No,
about-
his Christmas
about my
outfit.
Christmas
Oh, I was
outfit.
like, okay,
No.
no, like,
No.
bye, Sharon.
Bye, bitch.
No, she doesn't want me to be more masked. She's actually.
I
yeah.
imagine she hates masked bitches.
Oh yeah, and no, she said for the first time I'm starting to like.
Not fuck Turkish men.
No, for the first time like I'm fucking like actual like man and a bit more muscular and a bit more like male because I always was with like artistic people and they drove me crazy. And she's like, it's a new thing. I'm not sure I'm fully into it, but I'm experimenting. I'm like legit. I'm not that guy. If you want,
I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's clear.
yeah, I said if you want a twink, I'm here for that.
You're not a twink. You're an otter.
Yeah, I'm an otter.
She's a hairy girl.
But I just like the word twink so much. And
Yeah.
otter because of the R, I can't pronounce it that well, so I just call myself a twink.
You can go otter.
Otter.
Are you an otter?
Are you an otter?
Are you a hairy little boy?
So, but also she was like, "This is okay. This is I'm gonna end the story,
No,
but
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
this is why, because the last year I've been with more women over like 31, 32 till 40 than under 30.
You're moving up the food
This
chain.
is what I love. This is what I love because I think I have like a lot of like female what society calls female needs, which is like to be like appreciated and to be like complimented and to be taken care of. Like I'll cook and I'll be like super into like I'll be super attentive, but I also need some of that. And women over like 30 something when they're like with 20-year-old when with me, I don't know what they normally do, but with me they have this thing where they're super complimentary and like she was telling me like I love your smile because you're doing like those like how do you call that like the
dimples.
yeah, like dimples, and she was like, "You're hot," which I never get.
Every
You're
single.
kind of just describing like a mommy complex.
No, but this is true. Men over 30 do the same thing. All the men over 30 I fuck, they're like so complimentary and nice to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
It's not like I don't want to it makes me uncomfortable most of the times, but in retrospect, like once I leave that situation, it makes me feel good. Cause like
I feel appreciated.
Yeah, cause like all the like women like in their 20s, like my same age that I've dated, it's this weird dynamic where I don't know, like I never got that. It's not that I need it, but it's so nice when it happens.
You're
that
not
you
just
feel,
a hole anymore.
Yeah, you feel appreciated.
You're like, I'm just a hole, sir, but also like a hole that can be filled with love.
Hole.
A beautiful
Yeah,
hole.
like even if it's just a fuck, I want to feel a little bit of either it's going to be like full on like character, like this is the situation. Yeah. But I like feeling, especially because like when you even like a one night stand with a woman, it's like it takes a lot of ground to explore and to figure out what like you never know what they're into, how they react, because like it's so different every time.
Communication problem, like the gays are on it with that. They're like, I want you to piss on me, and they're like first message, like please step on my face and laugh at me, and I'm like, great.
That is great because it takes such a. You either need to be like really good at understanding the moment, or talk a lot, or spend a lot of time to figure out how to be with a woman that you don't know in bed. It takes. I
feel like women maybe are more cryptic with, like, what they want. Yeah. Kind of thing. Like men are like,
I want you to
piss,
show me.
leather, like external, like tangible, like tools you can use to like.
Yeah.
Promote an orgasm, but women are like,
lick my left earlobe. Lick my left earlobe softly.
Yeah, I'll tell
rub my tit while you like caress my leg hair and like, but like not even like that. But
no,
like,
I know what you mean.
Even more like emotionally, like
I know.
Like it's not like tangible things. Like you can't just like bring along your like leather harness and like that's
and just assume.
Yeah. It, like. I don't think women are the type to be like, yes, please, like punch my tits or something.
I think. I mean, there is that.
But how many?
Not a lot.
I have not met one homosexual who did not like instinctively enjoy like either choking or being choked.
Yeah.
They all want that. They all want to hit your balls and get you. Right? They go for it. No questions asked. Like they're just like, okay, this is happening now.
I mean, no, it does go kind of slow. It's like a little bit, a tiny, like you put your hand there,
and I go,
and as soon as they don't react, you're like, okay.
This is what's happening now.
Yeah, I love the slow like. Hand on the sternum moving up and then like chin up and it's like, oh, delightful.
It's exactly the same with women. What you do is like you go very soft from belly.
Oh, you need to start further away
from belly to neck, and there's this thing where they're either gonna
choke you, man.
They're either gonna do the limbo reaction, which is like the and like flex their entire. They either flex their entire torso.
I love when you like when I mean like I'm just going off like lesbian porn and sex scenes in movies, but when women like they do that, like they flex their torso and then you see like the rib cage instead of the breasts.
Yes.
Yeah. But like a mix of them together.
Yeah.
That's like hot for me.
That is very hot. So like when
artistically
when they do that, it means go ahead. When they don't react so much, it means don't do. Yeah. But that's like it. It's just I think what it is that women for such a long time were not even allowed to express an opinion in bed.
Yeah, and also I feel like it has to do a lot with like sexual power dynamics.
Yeah,
because like usually when I'm in a sexual encounter, I'm usually the bigger guy in the room. So like, what's the worst case scenario? I sit on your face and you fucking die. Whilst with women, like I feel like sexual.
Yeah, you're a bottom with a lot of power.
First
power bottom.
First man I fucked, 36. I'm 1.90 meters. He was like fully 1.65 meters, and he was like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting this." I'm like, "Good morning."
I can get you a stool if you want.
Do you need
a stepladder, Daddy?
Oh, you know the ones that children have for the bathroom sing.
Yeah,
it's like when you're a child,
little
the
tiny plastic stools. Yeah.
Mine one was Cars 2 themed.
Beautiful. I threw mine at my sister.
Oh.
Some sexual
No, but
tension
I think
there.
it has a lot to do with like these partners. Like I'm okay with someone choking me or hitting me, but like I don't think like many women would be, like, considering like the trauma-scape of womanhood.
I would say that just from my small like sample size and talking
of 6. No, just kidding. 600.
No, 6. No, it's like more like 15.
Beautiful. Year old.
Mm-hmm.
Going to jail.
Issues. But no, my point is like most women I've known tend to like things heading towards a bit of a sub thing.
Like you're the sub or they're the sub?
They're the sub.
Okay.
I've been the sub for like.
You are the sub.
I am the sub. I am the sub, but like I'm not dom in my life. I can be dom sexually because it's a play.
Yeah.
I can do the play kind of successfully. But the point is that I think also like women like even like 20-year-olds, their mothers like growing up would not be open about sexuality.
Yeah, no.
I know so it's like it's still very like,
and not even their friend groups. Like,
yeah,
it's not
even
like with the boys.
Yeah, like I know a lot of like women that were like super like sexually liberated from a young age. They couldn't talk to their female friends about it. It was like shaming from their friends as well.
Yeah, their friends were shaming each other and themselves.
Yeah, so it's like this thing. It's this weird dynamic where now even like dumb straight dudes know that they're scared. They're scared of women literally because they will not communicate sexually because they're afraid of doing something wrong or rejection. So it's like two-way. It's a conversation that's like broken 2 ways. So like the women won't communicate a lot.
Men are not communicative
Men
and problematic.
cannot communicate. So it's kind of like this like broken telephone thing of like, did she moan or did she grunt? I don't play by those rules. I'm like, fuck that. But that's the dynamic.
You gave her a
in play.
microphone.
No, I'm like, honey, like, what's happening? Talk to me.
Sis, what's going on?
Yeah, I can be down here for another half an hour. Like, what are you feeling?
You
Talk
make
to
some
me.
tea and you're like, okay, how's it going?
Talk to me. I can nibble down here forever.
Is this okay?
Communicate.
Communication. Like, communication before. The straights, they don't do communication. They want to live this fantasy of like sex is something that happens accidentally.
It's very uncomfortable. That's why.
What?
Communication before sex, it's very uncomfortable about sex.
Yeah.
If the form does not allow for like, that's why Grindr is so nice, because Grindr is a safe place to like say literally anything. And if something is not your gig, you'll usually not get shamed. You'll just be like, oh, sorry, it's not really into that, but we can find like alternative arrangements.
Straight men, straight women, sex talk, it's like a bad sitcom from the 80s. It doesn't.
Is it because the modes of transmission misalign, or like the goals misalign?
It's because the only thing that a straight guy can sex talk about, like dirty talk before sex, is like, I'm gonna fuck you, I'm gonna pound you, I'm gonna fucking fuck you. So the problem is, now that like they won't do that because they're like, what if the girl doesn't want to be fucked but wants to have nice sex where everything's
what if she doesn't want to get fucked but actually want to enjoy herself?
And then if the woman doesn't feel comfortable, it's not gonna happen. Then if she does, it will tend to make you uncomfortable if you're not super comfortable about the situation.
I had this experience. Straight men are uncomfortable with sexually forward women.
Oh yeah,
vigorously. I was talking to a straight friend of mine, and he had like this experience on a dating app.
You have a straight friend?
Yeah, I have many straight friends. I keep them around.
I
have a harem of straight men.
In case they change.
Yeah, they might be useful one day.
I'm here to facilitate their transition. Hi, I'll be your fact doctor today. How can I help you?
I love that.
And they have strong, like, they'll get scared. And they're like, oh, I don't want that.
Oh, there's
like they want that. That's what they want. But then when it happens, they don't want that anymore. Like, what kind of reverse psychology?
I don't get scared. I get intimidated sometimes.
Yeah, but that's hard
because I don't expect it. It's very interesting, but there is that like super interesting dynamic of like a sexually confident woman talking to a straight man that maybe 5 minutes ago was like, I'm gonna fuck, and now he's
tiny.
Like, I love that.
Like, I want to step on your balls, daddy.
It's like, please don't.
beautiful.
Honestly, the straights are gonna learn. We should get a prize for the level of sexual and emotional education we're giving to heterosexuals with this podcast.
Oh yeah,
Has there been a cis straight man on this podcast?
Yeah, only once, and it wasn't my decision.
See, straight men not really good with the consent thing,
Yeah.
are they?
I mean, he.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
so he wants to be on the podcast again. He won't ever listen to it. Here's the thing. I like him. It's
No, it's bisexual.
It's not straight.
It's not straight. Fucks boys.
really.
Even if he doesn't fuck boys,
I think it's more of a.
he's too filmed to be straight.
He's. Yeah.
In a great way.
No,
I mean,
Yeah. So is the closest I've had to a straight man on this podcast. It's just been.
You should get a real. You should get a straightie.
Yeah, I
Us-
mean,
yeah,
like
us
like
three plus
like
a
not like a
straightie.
straight man sexually, like a straight man like
Yeah,
societally.
not a heterosexual.
I have two
a
options.
straight person.
Okay, I have two options. I have two options.
Remove that. Remove
So-
that.
Go beep over that.
I'm gonna bleep that. So I have two options. The one that I'm super excited about, I've been talking to them about it since last year, and then everything got sidelined, is Kyle from the tech shop. And
Oh
Matt.
yes.
And it's just gonna
I
be,
think it's a good idea, but also he's an ally, so it's like
that's the thing. Yeah.
We need a
not as
homophobe.
problematic.
So we need a homophobe.
Yeah, that's
So here's where I'm getting. You know who was really enthusiastic, talking to me all the time about doing the podcast,
nice.
and
Yes.
he's the perfect amount of straight and problematic
Yeah,
to be to be here.
He's gonna.
but like he
learn.
knows.
He
You know,
knows. That's
he's
a good
ready.
thing.
Also, I love how much he reacts to us. Him and
Oh, they
They-
love it.
they
They say they hate it, but they love it.
they love.
They're
all,
here for
I
it.
see their
They
faces.
don't say they hate it though.
They used to. No, oh my god, yeah, this is so weird.
Yeah. Not
But
like
it's
that.
Like, but
yeah.
you can see in their eyes, like
Oh.
they're intrigued. They're like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Like when we were talking, he gets into this like amazing state of like almost like tickling
Yeah.
him in
Yeah.
his bed. Like he wakes up in bed and you start tickling him and he's like, oh my god.
This is not sexual. I promise.
This is
I'm bringing a flashlight.
yeah. We're not gonna fuck you. You're
Plot
safe.
twist, I am the flashlight.
You are the flashlight. I installed LED lighting in my Bussy.
Yes! Reactive. You play music on the DJ decks and my whole lights up. Tempo match.
Live stream.
Ass stream. Bussy stream.
Bussy stream.
The Lazy Eye podcast is just like a cam boy site. in
Oh
10
my!
years.
Oh my god! I love to cam.
Honestly, I feel like if like us three, if we just like do it every week and market it a bit, we'll be like famous podcast in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the confidence.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure. If you like put a little bit of money in promotion and target the right groups.
Yeah, make a nice
This
website
is-
for it. and
yeah.
shit.
Then we get to talk to the porn star.
Yes. I forgot. Here's the thing. I forgot how effortless it is to do the podcast with you guys. Because honestly, like I love most people I bring on here. I really like them or love them even. But it's so much effort.
Yeah.
So much effort. Here, I just set up in 3 minutes.
I guess
We
people
started
just have
recording, and we can talk about bussies for like 5 hours. It's so good.
Also, I'm not even drunk right now.
He's
I'm-
not even
I'm
drunk
really
right
proud
now.
of that.
Me,
That
yeah.
hasn't happened on the podcast yet.
Oh, that's delightful. I've never been drunk.
I've only been drunk.
Ever. Just kidding.
I've only been drunk on the podcast once
No, I mean like no alcohol in my system.
at all.
Yeah, like you're finishing your second beer on this podcast.
Yeah, but I need
Yeah, but he has a
like,
tolerance.
I need like
Yeah.
I need like 8 to even get in like a light
Yeah.
buzz.
He needs 8 to wake up.
So if I'm not doing anything, 8 beers will get me fucked. But because I learned to like work in bars, what happens is while you're doing something or working or perform or something like that, alcohol doesn't affect me at all. If I'm hanging out, because I'm not used to that, because I always would drink while working, while DJing.
If I'm at a dinner and I drink some wine, it's cute. If I drink some wine alone, I'm like,
I love drinking alone.
I love drinking alone, but yeah.
oh.
It's so sad.
The only time I drink alone is when I'm like anxious and I need a little McJudge. Like when I
Yeah.
had exams at schools, then I would just down like a couple shots of gin every night. You know, like, ooh.
Nice.
I was like I was very skeptical of drinking alone until I came to Berlin. Like, to be quite honest, like,
Really?
I would never, I would religiously not drink alone before I came to Berlin.
Would you
I'm like,
seek
it's
out
fine.
social situations just to drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, like, because
I've always been an alcoholic. Like, no
Yeah.
secret.
no, that is quite like
Wine
a
mom.
key.
You're a wine mom.
Yeah.
Because is drinking, because like I'll go out alone, like in bars, and like go around and like write stuff. Like I'll drink alone, but before I came to Berlin, I think the quarantine was another thing that, because I grew up like in bars, and my mom and dad working in restaurants and bars. They told me like we don't drink at home because 6 nights a week we're
Oh yeah, yeah.
we have
your
access to anything we
I
want.
imagine how your house should probably be
Yeah.
an alcohol-free zone.
Oh yeah, so my mom was fully like, and I did that until like moving to Berlin and then not having money to go out every night. And but like when I was in Athens, there was alcohol in my house only when there was a dinner or people over.
Mm-hmm.
There was never alcohol in my house, and we lived in a bar. That's why, because we lived in a bar.
Yeah.
We spent like most of our days in a bar where you can start drinking from any time. So she's like, alcohol doesn't get to our house just because it's so easy to like crack a beer or have a glass of wine, but it's so unnecessary because that's our
Yeah.
every like day to day.
Yeah, like I won't buy snacks because I know I'll consume them.
Yeah.
Like that's the same way of like you buy beer. There's no option of you not consuming that beer. It just
Yeah,
didn't-
and the
Yeah.
problem is that most people that work or own bars that started bringing alcohol to their house, then they become alcoholics, like clinically alcoholics, because you have access to alcohol 24/7, and it's
no inhibition.
and
Nobody
it's-
stopping you.
it's kind of like effectively for free. It's not, but because you own a bar, you're paying. The business is paying, but like you're not paying for drinks.
Yeah.
So it becomes
There's
this,
like a separation.
yeah. It's like it's a weird
Buying
thing.
Coke with the company card.
Yeah. But like even like now I have this thing where if I'm alone in my house, I can only have like one beer, one glass. Like I can't even like when I'm with you guys, like I can have a case of beers. Like the
You can.
oh yeah, the
You
door
do.
I do. The door is just open. When I'm
The
alone,
floodgates are open.
yeah, when I'm alone, it's almost like I'm conditioned to not excessively drink alone. Like I have
Yeah, I
I
I have a limit. I think it's mainly like I won't like be like stumbling drunk by myself.
Oh,
Ever.
never.
Mainly because like once I'm at that point, it's only enjoyable if it's like fun.
yeah.
And even then, it's like I don't like this that much.
Yeah, like I very rarely I drink. Like I mean, back when bars were open, what I do is like I'll go to a cafe when I have like writing to do and things to work out, and I'll just like start ordering a couple of beers. And just because of the process, I get in this like boozy, lightheaded, nice state, which helps me write and think and develop. So I love that. But if I'm like at home, not doing something creative, and it's just like open a beer, sometimes I don't even finish it. Me like
Yeah.
one beer, I like it. I'm not that into alcohol as a like I'm just into the whole like everything that it means socially and behaviorally. I love it, but I'll never like bars are closed. Like the last year they've been mostly closed. I've had 5 gin tonics in 2020. I don't like for me like everything about it is so cultural that I don't that I that's why I feel like I could never get like addicted or be an alcoholic, because it's too correlated with everything that I've experienced it to be that I could never just get a bottle of gin and be a drunk at my house.
I mean, I fully believe that, but just to play devil's advocate.
Be very bad.
But I'm not thirsty.
I mean, we can finish the podcast now, but I'm gonna pee myself.
Oh,
Go pee,
Go
Dad.
pee.
Okay, continue.
Okay, we'll continue.
Yeah.
Just to play devil's advocate a little bit whilst Daddy goes to relieve himself.
and shit.
So sad that he's leaving me all dry. I think a lot of people do this where they're like, okay, they only drink or do drugs in like social situations or like in a specific setting, but then they seek out that setting.
Yeah.
And like, if you're, I mean, if it's a weekend thing or whatever, that's one thing. But if your daily is like, who can I get in touch with
yeah.
to get a couple of beers on a daily basis, I think it has the possibility to easily transition. But I think it's all about like self-control. Like if you're cognizant of what you're doing, that doesn't happen. If you're not taking control over yourself.
I think it's also like because like I think it's just objectively for the most part easier to drink more in social situations.
Yeah, because it's almost like encouraged.
If you want to drink a lot and then you decide to like seek out social situations instead of just having a beer by yourself, then I think that's can be even worse. Because you'll end up drinking more and like more heavily.
And you'll end up building.
You just like accepted it and like just had like a beer by yourself.
And you'll start building relationships that are based on like substance consumption, right?
Yeah.
Like the people you'll hang out more with will be the people who enable you and they're also probably enabling themselves.
Yeah.
Like no normal person is gonna be like on the fifth like time this week with you getting drunk. And be like a healthy person.
Well, Paris.
Sis, this is gonna be a discovery, a little treat in the editing suite.
Beautiful. Stunning.
But I think there's definitely a side to that. But I think the pandemic has been very conclusive.
Yeah.
To like healthy and unhealthy attitudes towards substance consumption. Not that I would know anything about that, but because I'm a good boy.
I'm tired.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's the winter, isn't it?
Yeah, we need our vitamins.
What? You mean what?
Need to take my vitamin D.
How much are you taking daily?
Just one pill, but like we were taking them like really well, and then we like ran out of them a week ago, and we didn't buy them until yesterday.
That was so close, you
I'm
guys.
assuming it's the vitamins.
Were you like dripping? Is there a little?
No, I've
Daddy in the urinal.
I fully saved it. But you know, like once you get in front of the urinal, also like because I'm tucking my shirt in, it's like some extra work. I almost.
That's the worst part.
Yeah.
Because you know that you're so close.
Did you do the straight man thing of like wiping your dick against the side of your pants? You know what I'm talking about. You know what
We've had this conversation.
No, when you pee the urinal, you just like flick 3 times.
I need to flick a lot. I feel like my foreskin is very piss retentive.
Yeah, me too.
There's times
she has to boogie for a little
like,
bit.
but then I just look like I'm committing like a sexual offense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because of my beer consumption, there's times where like I'll pee and then I feel like there's another shot that is kind of trapped that if
you squeeze a little bit.
Yeah, and then it's like that thing where it's so
there's always another drop when you put her back in.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't happen to me that much, but when it happens, it's like there's always another drop and it's almost like this constant, and I feel like it always happens to me in like situations where I'm like with some girl or something's happening, and then I'm like, fuck, like
See, gays love the piss.
Yeah, like I see
we're here for the wet
see a
spot.
piss stain, I
like,
see an opportunity.
Hand me the undies.
Yeah, I'm like, please give them to me so I may wear them on top of my head and go.
Yeah, that's the difference between dating guys and dating girls.
No, you're just seeking out the wrong girl. You need to find a girl who
you need to find a girl that's a man.
You need to find a girl who comes back from who sees you coming back from the bathroom with a little piston. He's like, is that for me? Is that a little treat?
Is that my little treat?
Is that a little?
Gretchen, if you're out there, please call Paris.
Gretchen, it's 446. And she's called Gretchen. I don't know anyone called Gretchen. Do you know anyone called Gretchen?
We had like this sweet old lady called Gretchen when we were kids.
Piss queen.
We called her grandma, I think. I was super young, but she was just our neighbor. She wasn't our grandma.
Oh,
she died. I don't remember it. I was young. Bye.
Do you even know where she's buried?
Wait. I think she's buried in her yard.
Is she a dog?
Wait.
Buried in her yard?
I don't know if maybe this was a childhood trauma or an actual story.
Did you kill her? I don't
know.
Are you Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jeffrey, is that you?
Should we rename the podcast "Making a Murderer" or something?
Oh my god, American Horror Story 2010. What? It's you.
Yeah.
It's you murdering Granny.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be here.
What? Wait, but did she? Is she in her backyard?
I can't remember. I want to say yes, but it seems really unlikely. But like, my childhood memories say yes.
But like the property, because I'm thinking like if it's her property, I mean I guess maybe she gave it to her like.
I mean,
grandchildren
my
or something.
childhood memories say she was buried in her backyard or our backyard, and I feel like both of those are improbable.
Are they equally improbable?
I feel like
Yeah.
they shouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't think that.
No, we were very close.
I feel like if I was having doubts about a body,
A
in,
body
my
in my backyard.
yeah.
I'll be like, wait, sis, I'm getting a metal detector. Get those gold teeth.
Oh.
We lived on an Indian burial ground.
Of course you did.
We
I
did.
hate the U.S.
We did.
Were there spirits? Were there ghosts?
My oldest sister Haley saw like regularly.
Is this the whitest family ever?
Shit.
Oh no, my mom also believed we had ghosts in our house. She got her like exorcised.
Yeah, but also
We
like
had a little sexy priest.
Frederic
over.
and Haley on aancient Indian burying
No,
grounds.
my mom's a doctor and my dad's a lawyer. Like this is
white people.
We lived the American dream. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, that's your book. We lived the American dream. Thank you. Bye. How we switched from having a house on the Indian burial grounds to sucking dick in Berlin. My life story.
A memoir.
A memoir. Fully, not even 30. A memoir. Like conclusive. This is just it.
Yeah, I think most people should write memoirs when they're like
12.
23 and then get done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's
Before
so
your
interesting?
divorce.
Yeah, I think what?
No, during the divorce.
Yeah.
The divorce trial, because then you leave the
I
listener
feel
with
like
something to
the divorce
look
is
for.
like a decade after your life ended, though, right? Like you get married when you're like 30, and then you get divorced when you're 40.
Yeah, the whole like,
But, your life ended when
yeah.
you were 30.
I feel like the whole
exciting stuff came
heterosexual like
before.
life cycle ends after your child hits like elementary school age. Like you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. Like
yeah.
Yeah, I think straight men
Right.
start living after they're 40 though.
Yeah.
I think like straight men
Yeah.
hit 40 and they realize, oh, I've been in
That's why the divorce happened.
Yeah.
they have their glow up. At 40, they buy a Porsche and they're like, I'm ready.
Yeah, because like at 40 you
That's
realize
just my
like the
dad.
vanity of it
That's
all.
literally my dad.
My dad got
like
divorced,
turned
bought a
40,
Land Rover.
bought a Porsche, got divorced.
Yeah, no,
Like
my dad hits 55, gets divorced, buys a vintage Land Rover.
Yeah.
That's him.
My dad had
You
his
should've-
best
you
years
should've been
between
raised
like
in America.
in his like 30s. Like he was like, I think he's like,
Wait, are your parents divorced?
oh yeah, from when I
Oh,
was
okay.
2.
Wait, but did they have you young and hung?
So my mom was 24, my dad was 37.
Oh, my mother was like ancient. Sorry, mom. Like my dad's 63 now.
My dad's
So
60.
he had me at like
My dad's
40.
60. My dad's 60 and my mom was 24 then though, and he was 37. So there was like 13 years of difference.
That's a lot.
So my dad had done
It's a
more.
lot. That's like if Javi was pregnant.
Yeah.
Silence.
And I was 30.
Yeah, no,
35.
that's
The imagery.
that's what I told my mom is like, bitch, I would be getting like you were pregnant. Like wait, like she
You would be pregnant.
She got pregnant 23 and had me 24.
Oh my god.
November.
That's scary for me.
She got pregnant like around January. So like it's like me.
Your mother is well adjusted for having that experience had.
Oh yeah. And my dad like he had great times in his 20s, great times in his 30s, great times in his 40s. Like I remember like being like he was like 40 something and I was like 8 or 9 and I found some photos of him in Cuba.
Oh yeah.
And he had like a Cuban beautiful dancer girlfriend and he stayed there for 3 months.
I mean, if his
Like-
loads were potent enough to have you at like at 40, then he's rocking the world.
Because like my mom like basically like sacrificed most of her life to have me. My dad had 3 decades of unlimited fun, but now he's 60 and he's broke without a job Osman. Like everything went to shit for him in the latter stages.
So he doesn't have the second renaissance, but he had the first one.
He
had a good run.
Yeah, that's why I don't feel bad for him, because he had so much fun.
I don't feel bad for him.
Yeah, because he had so much fun in every decade that mattered. Like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s.
And plus
he was a flapper.
Yeah, he had a good time and the time where it was okay to be a straight white man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Now it's no longer okay. So
yeah, but now he's like
it's
60.
Such a weird concept.
What?
It's no longer okay to be
a straight white man.
Oh,
like it's true though.
It's true though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry,
I have gay privilege.
I remember, like, the thing is, like, the interesting thing of how recent all this is that I spent my teens feeling ridiculously bad about the lack of masculinity I had.
I spent my teens feeling ridiculously bad about other straight men and being like, bitch, you'll never have the glow up I have. I see you crying in the corner.
Yeah, because you know who you were, though. That is, like, a very important... Like, I grew up in an environment where it was like, oh, I'm not a man.
Yeah, you didn't have the social intellectual.
But for me, it's crazy how recent it is, just, like, as far as, like, time units. How recently I felt bad for not being masculine enough, and how now I feel bad even for the slight masculinity I do have.
Yeah, you see someone with, like, a bodybuilder on the tram and you're like, I'm so sorry for
I'm so sorry for you. Yeah, it's like I'm ready to throw, like, your, I don't know, do you want to do, like, a wake or something?
I'm ready to do many things with them.
Remember the hockey boy?
Colette?
Honestly,
I love you, Colette.
The look was similar. Imagine a male Colette, 25.
Yeah.
The kind of like pasty white muscly, but then what he had was, you know, those tank tops.
Wait, was it the one with like the
straps?
Yeah,
the latex moment where you could see the entire.
Where did we see him though? Was it on the?
We were on the We were on the U6 or U7. We were just getting off something from Kleinanzeigen. We were sitting in one of those stalls where you have two seats in front of each other, and he was. I was opposite of him, looking at his beautiful shoulders.
I hate Berlin.
And then he had a beautiful gym bag, and I wanted to be in that gym bag so bad.
I bet he had a strap on in there.
No, he was probably wearing a jockstrap.
Yeah.
Stinky, sweaty jockstrap.
Love that. I think we can end on this note.
Hockey Man, if you're listening, please
if you're
join
listening
us next week.
Guys, I'm so horny.
Colette, if you're listening, honey.
I also.
Oh, I mean,
Mom, if you're listening, don't.
Yeah.
No. Mom, if you're listening, why haven't you stopped before?
I think, like, Colette, we have, like, it would be, like, the ideal. If I ever was to have a relationship, she's, like, the ideal person, because we're both queer enough that it's never a man and woman relationship. Like, when I'm wearing dresses, she's like,
you're washing the dishes.
Yeah, and she's like slapping me around, and then when she gets some
just whipping her dick out.
Yeah, it's like
strap on.
Yeah, it's like there's always like a balance that neutralizes it. It's never like I don't know.
Cute.
Yeah. See, that's the problem with heterosexual relationships. They don't have balance.
No,
they have a linear structure.
Yeah, it's linear
right?
structure. It's always like one has to be in this side of the spectrum and the other one has to be there.
There's a dom and a sub. Even in like gay relationships where you have a dom and a sub, it's completely balanced.
Yeah.
Like even that's why straight people are always obsessed with are you top or are you bottom, and that has literally.
I feel like gay people are like they're.
Yeah,
they
but sexually.
That.
Yeah, but sexually.
Yeah.
Like being a bottom does say something about your personality, but not a lot.
Yeah, that's
not
true.
too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I clearly portray very strong bottom energy.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, no. I mean, what are we saying is bottom energy?
That's the thing.
Here's the thing. You have like a very dominant personality. However, you have this kind of like whatever culture expects of a bottom to be stylistically, let's say.
Yeah, stylistically, aesthetically.
So you have this aesthetic.
I have bottom aesthetics.
Yes, you have bottom aesthetics and like stylistically bottom, but as a personality, like
performative top.
Yeah, you're like
like when Philippa called me a generous top, and I was like, no, I'm a greedy bottom.
Yeah, that's it. What's interesting about what's interesting about what people like don't understand about nuance is that like sexuality doesn't like when Felipe is in a room with 10 other people, and it can
10
be,
other men.
and it can be 10 other like straight like alpha males. Like Felipe is the alpha in that room.
Oh, remember how I greet people?
How?
Were you
Show
with
me your dick, honey.
No, were you with me when I greeted that guy?
Hey.
Hey, bro.
Hey bro.
And then I meet like someone else. I'm like, oh, you fat cock.
Yeah, but like even in a room, even when you're like, oh my god, you're still the alpha in that room, and that is. To me, that's like the definition of people not understanding nuance. Is like,
yeah, they're like, oh,
bitch,
bottom must be like sub bitch.
No, I can own this room, and then when I go about my
and then
life,
they can own me.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
but you
I'm
can,
the owner, and I'm
yeah,
owned.
but you will own me in my own time.
Yeah, people think bottoming or subbing is like being submissive, but you actually have all the control.
Oh, yeah,
because
you
you
have all
get
the
to decide.
Oh, yeah.
You get to decide.
Yeah,
Because the top doesn't enforce, like you give the ability and the opportunity to the top.
oh yeah.
Right?
No, I'll say this.
You're providing.
Yeah,
I'm just an opportunity, sir.
I'm just an
I'll
opportunity.
fully agree because I've been like sub and dom like in a couple of like sexual relationships, and I've felt more
In control?
Yeah, like I felt a little bit more not uncomfortable, but a little bit more tense and
on your
not
tippy
sure
toes.
when I was dom. When I was sub,
Because
I was
you're being put in a position of power. Like you're giving more power than you would usually ask for.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Like if somebody is really like going strong with like, I need you to do this to me, and you're like they're having power over you. They're restricting your space of like expression. Their space of expression is completely open. They just react to what is happening to them, but they force you to do something. And I think that's something that the straighties miss out all the time.
So what you're saying is the tops are actually sub and the bottoms
are actually
dom.
tops.
I will.
That's beautiful.
The subs are tops. The doms are subs.
I see that.
Right?
I see that too.
Yeah.
You guys.
Oh my god, I'm so
Oh my
happy.
god. Is this the best way to ever end the podcast?
Yeah.
Is this
What's the lesson we learned today, kids?
Oh my god. Is this the best conclusion ever?
Oh my god, you guys.
I'm writing a Medium article.
Oh my god. I'm writing a Twitter thread in response to your Medium article where I'm canceling you.
I'm writing a thesis on this behavioral pattern. Thank you for listening. This was lovely. Have a beautiful Christmas and New Year.
Mary Chrysler.
Don't expect 2021 to bring any sort of like significant change.
Yeah, no. Biden's America will not make
Yeah.
No.
So just like be ready for another
miserable.
Yeah.
Live in the misery.
Listen, your prolapse can fit in a bag. You can carry that with you.
You're the sub of the situation.
Yeah, you're the.
This is the river session.
This is the river session. Okay, see you little twinks.